What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for clicking play and hanging with me once again. Well, actually, before we go ahead today, I would like to introduce someone to you guys. This is Flossie. Flossie is going to be my assistant today. Say hi to Flossie. Yeah, she's going to be right there, and she's going to help me when I forget stuff. Right, okay. So with that said, let's get into this video. Hi guys, what's up? Thank you very much for hanging with me once again. If this is your first time being on this channel, consider joining the family. Click subscribe and ring the bell so that you may be notified whenever I upload a video in the future. It's going to be an exciting time on this channel. I've got so many big plans for us, and I'm really working hard on producing real good content, real content that is going to help us grow and develop ourselves, content that is going to send us in the right direction. So watch this space. It's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss it. So make sure you ring the bell so that you may be notified when I do upload a new video. So with that being said, let's go straight into what I'll be talking about today. And today I want to touch on something that I think is very important. I swear I say this in every single video. Well, it's because everything is important. You need to learn all these things and apply them and and work with them in order for your life to go in the direction that you want it to go. So today I want to talk about the dangers and the damages that misinformation can bring to your life. Right? And to do that, I want to share my own personal story, and maybe you guys can learn something from it. Right, by now it's not a secret that I am a Christian, I'm a believer, I'm a man of the cloth of faith, all of that good stuff, right? And before I became a Christian, before I started going to church, there are some phrases, some sayings, some words of wisdom, some nuggets that have been floating around the Christian community, that have been floating around the internet, that have been floating around, pastors, preachers, leaders, elders, helpers. And these little words of wisdom, little nuggets, they were being portrayed as if they come from the Bible, like it is biblical scripture. So today I want to talk about 5 things, well, it might be 7, 5 things that I thought the Bible said, but really it didn't. So number 1, right? Jonah got swallowed by a whale. And I've known this for the longest time. It's been taught to me when I was young that Jonah refused the call of God on his life. He rejected it, and as such God sent a whale to swallow him and to take him to his destination so he can do the work that God wanted him to do. But if you really go back and read the Bible said that God commissioned, again I'm adding stuff, God sent a great fish, right? It just said a great fish. There was no whale mentioned in the Bible, but for the longest time it's been portrayed as if it is a whale that he sent. Alright, okay, so I read the Bible over and over again, and in my head, no matter what I could see written on paper, in my head I always thought it's a whale. And whenever I wanted to retell this story to someone, it was always a whale to me. That's what God sent to take Jonah to to his destination. I'm pretty sure if you watch movies that depict that story in the Bible, they always use a whale as the fish that took Jonah away. But we don't know. He simply said it was a great fish, right? Phrase number 2, or whatever you want to call it, word of wisdom number 2, that has always been portrayed as if it's in the Bible, but really it is not. It's that money is the root of all evil, right? But the Bible never said that. The Bible said the love of money is the root of all evil. And I must say that the church leaders have done a great deal and a fantastic job to try and debunk this understanding that money is the root of all evil, and correct this teaching to the love of money is the root of all evil, to make everyone understand that it's not the money that's evil, it's the heart that desires the money in a particular way that is evil. So again, not in the Bible, but it's been passed off as if it is in the Bible, and most people would quote that as if it was in the Bible, but it's not. So another thing that I thought before I became a Christian, that was scripture, but really it wasn't. Myth number 3, cleanliness is next to godliness. That is just period, just not in the Bible. It's just not there. I thought it was for the longest time, and you can understand why preachers would like to teach that message, why anyone would like to teach that message, because you don't want to be stuck with people who are dirty, don't have any sense of hygiene, don't want to look after themselves correctly. So I understand the teaching, but it's not in the Bible, and to understand it as if it was word inspired by God, it is wrong, and I did that for the longest time. Another thing, I'll just go through 2 more and then we'll move on to the rest of the video. Another thing that I thought was in the Bible that really isn't in the Bible, it's this notion that God cannot give you more than you can handle. Then what's the point of faith? Right? What's the point of faith? That scripture is not in the Bible. It's not. Like, I've looked for it, I've searched for it, it's not. There's a variation of that. There's a variation of that, but those words will not be found in the Bible. Okay, so what is the point to this? What's the point to me sharing these things? These are the things that I thought the Bible said, right? And even when I was in a position, right, to get correct knowledge, even when I was in a position to read the Bible for myself, I still read certain scriptures, especially if they be scriptures that I've known, from when I was young, before I got saved. Especially if it was those scriptures, it's almost like I would read them with the blindfold on. As soon as I come to it, it's like, oh, I know what this says. I brush over it and I leave it. But the point still remained that I was misinformed, right? I was misinformed. I didn't have the correct information, and as such I was acting, behaving, even praying on the information that I thought I had, but it was incorrect information, and that leads to all kinds of trouble. So what could be the reason why, or what is the reason why, even though I was presented with the correct information, my mind could not assimilate the new information, because I already had this information that was incorrect embedded within me from the longest time. It is something called the repetition effect, right? What happens is that something that you do over and over and over and over again, something that you read over and over and over again, an action that you repeat over and over and over again, quickly becomes embedded in you. It becomes a part of who you are. Tony Robbins says that repetition is the mother of all skill, and he's correct. But do you know what? Roosevelt also said repeating an incorrect action does not transform it to be correct. Repeating incorrect information does not transform it into truth. And that is the point that we need to understand. You can repeat wrong information and learn wrong skills, right? For example, let me give you this example, right? Imagine if you repeated this action over and over again for 5 years. Every single day, every single morning, you slept in. You had no sense of timing, you never got up on time, you never did anything to give your mind and to give yourself structure, and you slept in. After 5 years, right, you'd have cultivated this system within you, embedded within you, that says you must lie in up until 11 o'clock. And whenever you're about to do something that is important, your body is never going to let you get up before the time that you have set it to get up at. So, Tony Robbins is right. And so is Roosevelt. They're both right. Repetition is the master of all skill. But guess what? You can always learn the wrong skill. I said in my previous video, which I'm going to link somewhere here in a card, that you could take 1,000 steps going in the wrong direction, because I always try to liken our journey that we are on, this journey of a lifetime, using that saying that a journey of 1,000 steps starts with the first step. And I like that saying because I think it can be truer. But it is possible for you to take those 1,000 steps going in the wrong direction to your vision, and it happens all the time you wake up one morning and you ask yourself, how did I get here, right? You were misinformed, right? Or you misapplied the information that you had, or you didn't understand exactly what you had to do, and so you found yourself in a position then that you think where you think you're going in the right direction, but really you are going in the wrong direction because you were misinformed. So me and Flossie here have a question for you. What misinformation are you using to run your life? What are the things that you've been taught growing up, or the things that you've learned growing up that are wrong, that you're applying to your life now and living your life based on that? You know, some of you grew up in households where your parents told you you never amount to anything. You know, stop wasting your time. You know you're not good enough. You know you're not clever enough. And you're letting that narrative now plague you once you are grown up. Some of you, your own friends put you down. Your own friends told you you weren't good looking enough. They questioned you about your weight. They told you that, you know, you're fat or you're too skinny, you need to eat or you need to lose weight. And now you are applying that narrative in your life and telling yourself these things all the time. And for some of you, it is a personal thing. You tell yourself that you're not good enough. You tell yourself that you know you can't make it. You tell yourself that, you know, the world is too big for you and you can't achieve anything because of your background or where you've come from. You are misinforming your own mind, and you've been telling yourself these things for such a long time that they've become a part of who you are now, and you don't know what is true and what is not. And as a result, you are leading yourself in the wrong direction. Misinformation has the power to damage you. Misinformation has the power to break you. Misinformation has the power to send you in the totally wrong direction whilst you think you are right. That is the power of misinformation. Why do you think fake news is a thing? Why do you think the media puts out a specific type of thing? It's because they understand how the mind, how the psyche works. They understand that if they plague you with enough information of a certain category, eventually you're going to buy into that. And when you buy into it, you begin to see that as the way. But you need to educate yourself, but you need to educate yourself the right way. I mean, education is good, but correct education is even better, right? There's nothing better than the right education, right? Even the Bible says so. You know, it says that you must be able to rightly divide the word of truth, because whoever put that book together knew that people can look at the truth and still be misinformed. I mean, look at the example that I gave about myself. I knew what the Bible said. I had it in my hands. I could read it. But for the longest time, I still thought the things that I learned when I was young, back when, were still true. And whenever I would pray, I would still recite those things, but they weren't correct. It wasn't word for word correct in accordance with the word that I was reading, or the Bible that I was claiming the words I was saying were coming from. So, search yourself, right? I've got a task for you guys. I know I've never done this before, but this is the first one. I've got a task for you guys. At the end of this video, I want you to sit down, grab a notepad, start writing down, right? Write down everything that you tell yourself, everything about yourself, everything that people have said about you, everything that you've read, you know, everything that your friends have said about you. And I want you to write those things down. And I want you to really search those things and search your own heart and try and discover if those things are the truth about you, the real truth about the real you, or it is simply misinformation. It is a lie disguised as a truth. It is misinformation disguised as correct information. Remember guys, misinformation can damage you. Get the right education, get the correct education, and you will be on your way to achieve your dreams, and you achieve them in the right manner. Well, before I go, I'd just like to say one thing about my hair. See that? I dyed it red. I put up a poll on Instagram and my Facebook, and I asked people to decide what color my hair should be, and red won. So I dyed my hair red. My friend Audrey over at Do It With Dreya channel, I encourage you to go check it out. She helped me out with the dye. The full video of that entire process is on our channel right now, so if you want to watch it, I will put the link to our channel in the description. You guys can go have a look at it. There's another thing that I wanted to say. I came across oh, actually no, we'll leave this for the next video. I'm going to be talking about the application of knowledge, right? There's sometimes the difference between the people that make it and the people that don't is the application of knowledge. You might have the knowledge, but if you don't apply it, it's pointless. You might as well not have it, you know. So yeah, look out for that video. It will be dropping shortly. Like I said before, if you're new to this channel, please comment, like, subscribe, and also ring the bell to be notified when I do upload a new video. Like I said at the beginning of this channel, of this video, I've got big plans for the channel at the moment. I've just been working a lot harder than always trying to get the content together. So now I've got a plan of exactly what I want to do and what type of content I want to get out. So now you'll be seeing a bit more frequent uploads than there have been in the last few weeks, because I was trying to get myself together. I was a bit lost in terms of what I wanted to do with the channel, why I started it, how I started it, the reason I started it, where I'm at now, and how I feel now, and where I think the direction of this channel should be. So yeah, I've been thinking about that, and I finally have a formula that I think works for now anyway. So I've got a clear understanding of where this channel is going, at least for the next few months. So we're just gonna go full steam ahead with that. Once again, thank you very much for sticking all the way to the end, and I will see you in the next video shortly. Awesome. Say bye, Flossie. Bye.